Welcome to Gatsby Gossip with Kaylie, Britney, Saloni, and me, Felicity. So, did you hear who moved in next to Gatsby?
No, who?
Nick Carraway, the bondsman who went to Yale.
Wait, I thought he went to Oxford.
No, that's Gatsby.
Oh, right. Oops. Oh, yeah, did you see Nick and Daisy hanging out? Isn't, Daisy rich or something?
Well, he likes Jordan Baker, but Daisy's just his cousin. You have it all wrong. They do not have a relationship like that.
Oh yeah, no, she doesn't have any interest in him. She used to have a thing for Gatsby.
Gatsby, the Oxford man, that one?
Yeah, that one.
Oh, that one.
Yeah.
I got Gatsby and Nick confused. It's off topic, Lord.
Oh, that's weird. I thought Tom was with Daisy.
Well, they are together, but they aren't right for each other. What happened was Gatsby apparently went off to war, and Daisy was originally going to wait around for him, but she got tired of waiting for Gatsby, so she just married Tom for his money. But she knew it was a mistake. I mean, she sort of had feelings for him, but not strong feelings. And then, the night before they got married, she received letters from Gatsby, and then she had this total breakdown. She got super drunk and was crying in the bathtub, and she's she knew even in her drunkenness that it was a huge mistake, but then she just sucked it up and went through with it anyways. But she never should have, because it was the biggest mistake of her life, and she hasn't been truly happy since then.
Well, wasn't it her mom that also told her to suck it up too?
Yeah, I mean, her mom did play a part of it, and money was also a thing, because if you grew up rich, then you're gonna want to keep that money. You don't want to marry somebody who hasn't established themselves.
But isn't Gatsby rich?
Well, you see, everybody thinks he comes from a wealthy family, but really that's just what he told Daisy to impress her when they were younger, since she came from money. He wanted to think they had stuff in common.
I've heard a rumor going around that he didn't actually get his money from inheritance, but he actually was a bootlegger.
Gatsby, right?
Yeah, Gatsby.
You're crazy. No, it can't be Gatsby.
That's what I've heard. That's what a lot of people have been saying.
Are you sure?
Yes.
I mean, alcohol goes for a lot on the black market these days.
Oh, especially for Prohibition, yeah.
But you never know what's true with Gatsby and what isn't, because another rumor that goes around is that he once killed someone.
Oh, and then he was a spy, too. It's crazy rumors at his party, especially his party.
That's wild.
Very wild.
Well, I think it's romantic that he made it this whole elaborate story just so that she would love him back. Just like they do now, because, I mean, I've heard that something's going on.
Definitely something's going on, but the thing is, Daisy's married to Tom, so how is that going to work?
Well, she can leave him, duh.
Well, you see, the thing is, I don't think Tom really loves Daisy that much, because he has a mistress named Myrtle. He's just possessive of her. He doesn't really love her, but it's like his little toy. He thinks she's pretty and just wants to be with her and, live the life that they have, but not really make that commitment to her. He doesn't really.
But they also have a child, and Myrtle's moving away.
Yeah, so everything's just falling apart for him, so...
Yeah.
Tom doesn't seem like the kind of guy to let Daisy go on with Gatsby and him just, see over it. I think he'd get really angry and really jealous and do something about it.
No, I think it's definitely like that. It's also a pride thing. Well, because all the rumors would pop up also.
Yeah, I also think it's a superiority complex, because I believe Tom feels like he's better than Gatsby, because Gatsby, he made his own money, and Tom, he didn't earn any of it. He came from money. He has old money, and Gatsby has new money.
Well, besides all the conflicts in the play because of all the characters and their personalities, what about some of the symbolism, like the green light?
The green light symbolizes his hope for a life with Daisy.
Yeah, and this correlates with the American dream, as Gatsby wants the perfect wife, the perfect life, and to be wealthy.
Yeah, because if you think about it, he has really high expectations. It just all seems unrealistic. Don't you guys think?
Yes.
It's funny because it shows a different reflection on the Valley of Ashes, how they also have high expectations, it's just they can't attain them as much.
Felicity, are you crying about the book?
No. Just kidding. But what is pretty depressing is like the Valley of Ashes. It represents the industrial area of the Queens that is between the West Egg and Manhattan. It isn't actually made of ashes, but it seems that way because how gray and smoky it is.
Yeah, that's all you see in the air because, like, you have all the cars running in between going to the wealthy New York, and they just don't even care about them.
Yeah, and that relates to the hollowness of the upper class because it shows just how the upper class tramples on everyone below them and doesn't care about anyone else except people in their own class.
The way they put it in the book is that people in the upper class just leave everyone else to kind of just, quote, clean up their problems. They don't try to fix anything for themselves. They just rely on everybody else to clean up the mess.
And they don't take responsibility for anything because they're so dang hollow.
Okay, one thing I definitely want to touch on is how the book ended. I really wasn't a big fan of the ending because if I'm being, like, going by my realistical side, I know that Gatsby needed to die for there to be a twist and to add, like, some depth to the book and make it more interesting. But I'm one of those people who wants, like, the happy fairy tale ending. Didn't want Gatsby to die. I wanted Gatsby and Daisy to end up together and just live happily ever after. And I would have been much happier with that ending, even though I know it had to end the way it did. What do y'all think?
Well, as much as I love the fairy tale romance and the cliche endings, I also really love the ending that he did. It's because it does make an impact on the novel. It does really make it a classic. So I just really like the way Fitzgerald ended it. Just like, yeah.
I like the way he ended it because it's real. Because, like, considering the times and the economic standing and the social standing of women, like, she wouldn't have been able to support herself, and his money was going to run out sooner or later. And Tom's money was old, and he was always going to be rich, and all his family was going to be rich. And honestly, I mean, what happened happened. You can't really change nothing about it.
Yeah, I agree with Britney and Felicity. Although I do like a fairy tale romance, you've always got to look at the real side of things, and I feel like he really got the real side and how Gatsby made his money and what would actually happen in real life.
All right, folks, that's all the time we have today. Tune in next week for more Gatsby Gossip.
See ya!